Hi, you guys. Okay, question for you. Does your environment reflect where you're going? Now, here's the kicker. You have to know where you're going first. If you're like, Deline, I don't even know where I'm going, you're not alone. You're not alone. A lot of people don't know where they're going. They're literally just going through life, hoping for the best. They end up where they end up, and there's no real thought behind it. Okay. Now we're on week 4 of our series that we've got going on here about confronting self doubt and imposter syndrome. Okay. Now, I can't believe we've made it this far already. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun and growing. I know it's so painful to grow, so painful. But last week we were talking about the great pretender. Okay. And we worked on and built out some affirmations and just reinforced some things. Now, how did that go for you guys? How did you feel about it? Okay. If you didn't, go back and watch that one. And if you're not in the Pursue You app yet, get in there. It's in there as well. And if you're not in the Activate program yet, hop in there. Guys, the app's free. And you have a gazillion apps on your phone that aren't even serving you. Download this one and it's like having me in your pocket all the time. That sounds really creepy, actually. But that's what, honestly, sometimes we just need that environment with us all the time. Today, we're specifically going to talk about being in an environment because, honestly, people will. I've watched marriages go kaputs. I've watched people leave their jobs. I've watched people say peace out to friendships. All these things because of the environment, right? And then everybody else is so shocked, right? Like organizations wonder, where did all my people go? I thought everybody was happy. I'm doing all the things. I gave them a pizza day last Friday. Where are my people? Right? People leaving marriages, and then the other person's going, this is brand new information to me. I did not see this coming. Okay? Your environment, you guys, is everything. Okay? And so I want to talk today specifically about, what do you want your environment to look like? Down to from where you spend most of your time, which is like in your house and at your work, to who you spend the most time with. Maybe the person you're in a relationship with, your friends, the people you're related to. Here's the kicker again. Just because you're related to them, they might not be your people. I know. No one ever told you that before. I know. Can't believe you said that, Dylan. I sure did say that. Okay? Like you get to design how you want your life to look. From where you're living to who you're hanging out with. It is so, so important for you to have an environment that is supportive. Game changer. Absolute game changer. Especially when you are trying to overcome things and are constantly already doubting yourself and feeling like an imposter. It can be the difference between feeling isolated in our struggles and feeling empowered to face them. Okay, a supportive environment, it's going to offer that safe space for you to express yourself regardless of even though you're expressing fear or doubts or insecurities. Do you have a space where you could do that? Knowing that you're not alone in your experiences and truly just be yourself. Guys, everybody's looking for freedom. And I love the quote that says, if I want to be free, I've got to be me. But guess what? You better know who me is first. You better know where you're going first. And a lot of people don't. They're in the relationships they're in because that's how they don't even know how they got into it. Well, I met this person one time and then, we've been friends since we were in grade 3. Are your friendships are they based on obligation, or it's because you guys actually fill each other up? I don't know. So I guess we're okay. Are you married out of obligation? Because your parents were married for 120 years and you want to do the exact same thing? Or do you guys actually bring each other joy? And it's not that you can't get back to that. Okay. I've been with Dave for 20 years. I'm telling you, that is not the man that I married. Thank God. I don't want to be with 25-year-old Dave again. 25-year-old Dave worked for me when I was 25. Now I'm not looking for that guy. But sometimes couples forget that they get to grow and change together, right? Someone said to me the other day, he's just not the person I married. I'm like, I don't know about you. I'm glad Dave's not the person I married. I'm glad he's grown and evolved. That works. Because guys, law of all laws, there's a transmutation of energy, okay? And there's the law of vibration, which says that everything is moving, nothing rests. Like the only thing guaranteed in our lives ever, you guys, is change. Change. And you might go, oh, I hate change. You actually love it. You do it every day. You change your clothes. You shower and you change your hair. You brush your teeth every day. You go from a state of total disorder, stinkiness, to a state of order. You change. And it feels good. You change every day. Oh, well, Dylan, that type of change is fine. I'm talking, I don't want to change my relationships. I don't want to change like where I work. I don't want to change then don't, as long as it's serving you. But do you have the support within this? And maybe you're watching this right now and you're going, well, I'm the owner of the company and I'm seeing a ton of turnover. Okay. Again, understand that the people that you're working with are changing too. So you doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results or the same results, it's not going to happen. You're working with humans. I know it's like the industrial age came in and we all went to like super robotics, but you got to recognize like you're serving people, whatever your business is, you're serving people, and your team that's like said, hey, I love your mission. Let me join it. For whatever reason they joined it, it's because they dig your mission. But they're changing constantly as humans. They're evolving, they're growing, because that's what we're designed to do. We're not meant to stay the same, or else we'd be born babies and we would just stay babies. We wouldn't have this whole human experience where you're a baby and then you go through different cycles in your life and then you get really old and then you die out of the human body and then you can do it again. Okay, like we are constantly, like we have so much evidence, and there's nothing in nature that doesn't age and change. I have this tree in my yard I swear it's gotten bigger just in the last week. Because it's in the right environment. Okay, if I have an acorn and I take that acorn and I put it into my pocket, am I going to grow an oak tree? Is an oak tree going to grow to my pocket? No, it's not. Because it's not in the right environment. Okay, you have to put yourself in the right environment for you to grow too. That acorn needs me to put it in the ground, to give it water and give it love and give it some soil. And it needs that constantly. Not one time, not a one and done. I can't just water it once. Anybody who's ever tried to keep plants alive, you will know watering it once doesn't work. Doesn't work unless you've got like a succulent. It's used to growing in the desert. Okay, like it doesn't work that way. Humans are the exact same thing. We like to think we're so much more sophisticated than plants, but we're really not. Okay, we got to be put in the right environment, and we have to be nurtured every day, all day. And this is like grade 6 science project 101, where they grow the different plants, right? They plant all the seeds, and then one's listening to happy music and one's listening to sad music and one's listening to whatever music, that's depressing music, okay? One's being told, I love you. One's being told, like, you suck. One's being told that you're the worst thing that's ever happened to me, okay? And the plants grow differently. It's been done by lots of primary students all over the world. This project, it's brilliant, but it shows us we're not any different. If you as a human are raised in an environment that's super supportive and is giving you love and nurturing you and supporting you, versus if you're raised in an environment where you're told that you suck and you're useless and you're never going to amount to anything and you're not fed properly and you're whatever, right? You're going to be a different kind of person than the person that has this over here. Okay. Now, as we get older, so we're raised in these environments, but as we get older, we get to decide what environment we're in. However, our self-image based on when we were younger dictates what that looks like. Chances are the cycle will continue. If I was raised in an environment where I wasn't supportive, I'm going to create an environment where I don't support people, and then I'm going to continue the cycle unless I make a decision not to. It's the thing. We're all just one decision away, one thought away. Okay. So when you identify where you're going, you got to make a decision. You have to choose the supportive individuals, and you have to have a self-image of someone that can say, I'm super grateful that we've been friends since we were in grade 2, my longest friend, but we're now moving into like acquaintance territory. Because being in your energy all the time, it's not growing me. It's like not watering your plants. It's like taking the acorn and putting in your pocket. Okay, you deserve to be surrounded by people and in environments where you can communicate openly, where you have reciprocated support. It's not just give, and then no one's giving to you. Okay, relationships are like bank accounts, right? If you're having more withdrawals than deposits, that bank account's not going to be in the positive for very long, right? It's going to be in the negative. It's going to be an overdraft. Okay. Humans are walking around in overdraft, not just in money. I mean, a lot of people are too, but in themselves, in their joy, they're in overdraft. And this then perpetuates the, what am I worth? What can I do with this? The key is to fill those gaps and to have the self-image of someone that understands that this is their birthright. Just like you have lungs and you're breathing air and you've got a heart and it's pumping your blood. Okay. These things you were born with, it's your birthright to also feel joy in your life. I know. But we're programmed on what we think we're worth when it comes to our environment. But what you were exposed to as a child it's not your worth. Okay. Hop on over into the Pursue You app with me into the Activate program, and we're actually going to do some exercises, and I'm going to dig deeper into this because this is really, really powerful. And in the Activate, for those of you that are in Activate right now, keep plugging away because you've had a challenge all month long guiding you towards this. Okay. Honestly, super proud of you for being here. Please, please, please dig into your environment, and I'll see you guys in